I mean, come on, dude. That is. There you go. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I can already tell. I love these video intros too. These guys are like super celebrities. Yeah, Zumi, welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is awesome. That's a crazy high note for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's not like he flipped up into. So that was a high B, right? And he did not flip up into head voice. He did not even like optimize breath for that. That was just like a whale of emotions, which I absolutely love. Let's go back. I want to hear it again. Dude, that is so freaking impressive. One more time. Rip. Hey, good for him, dude. That's a nice play. Then right back to sweet singing. There it is.
Take my hands now. You are the cause of my euphoria.
I like that. So that guy, that was just a pure, nice, resonant head voice. I can't sing it without vibrato. That's the impressive part to me. Is that like pure tone in the top there? I want to go back. It's still I mean, with that kind of ping, that focus, love it. So that's a high note. That was so pure, and that's out of my like natural range, period. Kind of. But that's a great, I love that. That's a great like pure sound on that high A. Look at that. And nothing sounds pinched or squeezed. It's awesome. One more time. It's a very balanced occlusion in the chords. Whatever, dude. That's just so nice. And it's full-bodied. I love it. Clearer than my future. That's me too. See, this kind of singing is the most impressive to me. it's like pure high chest resonance and flipping right into that like right into that like not whistle but just like pure head supported tone. I love it. Yeah, dude, these guys have that, they have that like that forward masky ping transition to like chest, like high belt chest voice in like the upper middle range. Like they switch and it's easy, man. Like they just go, they keep that chest tone, they go up in the belt, this guy, and he just like points it right into the front mask ping. I love that. This is virtuosic. It's awesome. Yeah, Potato, you're so right. These costumes are sick. Yo, how often are BTS concerts? I want to know that, because if these guys just do this all the time, it's like, that's so cool. It's so like so good. It's very just technically clean, man. I love it. This voice, the guy we're singing right now, this voice is my favorite. Symbol, me too. Like this is the first day I've ever heard BTS or K-pop at all, really. This stuff is cool. So, all right, everyone is here. If you've been here for a while, you know it's I love talking about difficult singing, and I just want to say one of the most difficult things you can do in singing at all. Here, let's watch this again. That raising your head like that and sustaining a note like that, I can't do that. I mean my training is not, for that kind of thing, but it's like, let's watch again. All right, ready? This is, if you can sing with your head up like that and not feel like you're strangling yourself, It's a true healthy belt.
잎들처럼 내게 단 것처럼 흔한데
I mean, come on. Dude, that is so like I get why these videos get 1 billion views because that's some of the best singing you can do. People can't do that. His vessels indeed were rigid, and I'm not saying that it happened at no cost, but the sound was beautiful, and it was consistent, and it was resonant, and there was probably some compression in the mic, and there was probably like an EQ going on and a little bit of reverb to sweeten it up, but his vessels were... But it was resonant, it was vibrant, it was a beautiful sound. And if you can make a beautiful sound like that while your head is in that position, my entire technique is the opposite of that. For obvious reasons. It's not easy, and my technique is built upon singing easily. But there is also the valid school of thought of if you want to spend that kind of vocal capital for a reward that's very pleasing, go for it. I'm not against that by any means. It's not the healthiest way to sing, but it's incredibly thrilling. All right, moving on. So good, dude. So good. So here's the thing, and what you'll learn is that, and my entire training is around not allowing any of the muscles here to tense up while I sing. So I can't do things like belt. If you were trained, though, to use these muscles in a way that will perfectly occlude your vocal cords, so that when you're singing into a mic that's like this far from your face, I guarantee the volume, if there was no microphone there, the volume wouldn't be what we're hearing. You know, we're hearing the sound that's going into a microphone that's this far away. If you're trained to sing without a microphone, as many of you in chat, myself included, if you're trained to sing without a microphone, you're not going to use those same muscles because you're not going for tone. Which these guys have amazing tone. You're going for projection and other aesthetics that aren't included in this type of singing, which is like their microphone technique, top notch, and the tone they create, absolutely fantastic and thrilling. So I believe there is absolutely a healthy way of producing that tense sound, but it's not going to help if you don't have a microphone. If you do have a microphone, go for the tone. Go for the tone. Like, think about heavy metal singers, for example, that scream sound. These guys hold this microphone, they cup this microphone around their mouth like this so that you can get that, like, guttural, veiny, muscly sound. And the similar, and those singers can do that for long periods of time. And it's all through a technique. It's just not the technique that some of us have. Now, these guys in BTS have a very similar technique to those metal singers, mostly surrounding the fact that they use a microphone. And if you have a microphone this far from your face, you can make a lot more artistic choices with how your voice sounds and with the tone you're creating, with the colors you have, with the emotion, with the amount of tension you can add into your voice. Because at the end of the day, ignoring all of the technical talk, what is compelling people to listen to you is the emotion that you can evoke through your singing. That includes all the tension, all of the emotion you're feeling that creates tension. You sing through it, and it's like it creates this amazing emotional experience that a lot of people can latch onto. When you're singing without a microphone, you have to use different mechanisms to continue to project so you can create enough volume to travel but also not tire yourself out. It's a totally different game. Zimble, good night. Thanks for joining us. It was nice to meet you. All right, let's finish this video off. I love that the style these guys have is not just like one thing. You know, like they're not just like the ones dressed in like ancient like old-timey colonial outfits. They're not just the guys who are in like looking like they're in a graveyard. They're also like hip hop. They're like street fashion. I love that because you don't get that enough. A lot of bands think they have to stick to their, or a lot of groups, artists in general, they think they have to stick to like their brand of fashion. And I love that. And it comes across also in their style of music. That was good. That was great. Those slides are so good. Here, let's go back. Oh, it's so good. All that requires is like an expert understanding of how the breath informs the voice. If you don't understand how your voice works and you don't know how to like really create a sound purely deriving from your breath, you can't do slides like that. That's what one of the most impressive things about that is to me. Especially in such a high range, you have to be really practicing those perfect tones, that perfectly balanced resonance up in those like super, that's like a G above high C. Like I can't even make a sound up there. It's insane. Like this is awesome singing. The fact that they all have these moments too, I love it. So like just letting go of your body and singing like that is one of the, as a singer, as someone who's been on stage doing that kind of thing, letting your body take the reins and just like going at it and putting everything you have into your sound is one of the most pleasurable experiences. But also just watching it it's just amazing. It's compelling. I mean, you can tell this is the kind of timbre that just has to be practiced in. You have to strengthen your chords to stay in that relaxed configuration while also just tensing the right place so you don't lose you don't lose that's like airiness. So believe it or not, breathiness in tone is actually a sign of tension. And so if you want to create a healthy, breathy sound, like these guys are doing a great job of, you need to find that right tension. So Fox, I mean, you're probably hearing this and like, I don't know how to sing breathy. You're a classical singer. I'm a classical singer. We're trained not to have breathiness in our sound. We always want that full occlusion. But if you are training towards a breathy sound and that breathy, sweet, high sound, well, listen for it. So if you're going towards that, you have to be able to control the muscles to be tense in the right spots, but not actually inhibit phonation in the places that need to vibrate. So it's a super like finessed technique, and it takes a lot of time to practice it in. So again, super impressive. That's my favorite one so far. That's absolutely my favorite high note so far. I want to go back. It's the end of the video too. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. I mean, that's just good technique right there. That's really good technique. Smooth as butter, dude. See, now it makes me think like bending over and singing to the mic. I love standing and bending at the waist, letting my head hang down and just like my neck and everything release. I feel like I'm so much more connected with my air as a singer. Like I can sing much easier when I'm bent over like that. Obviously, I can't really do that in practice or like in when I'm putting it into actual performance. When you have a mic like that and you can just put it into your whole body, that is like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play around with that more because this is the best sounding high note we've heard all night. It's awesome, man. It's a great sound.